Hey traders, welcome back to another YouTube video. So just now, I actually recorded a lesson for our trade club, and I talked about why a perfectionist cannot become a good trader and the logic behind having an open target system, embracing giving back profits. And it leads to, I just have a topic where I feel like most of you on YouTube, you must know, which is why majority of traders struggle for many years. So if you were to ask me, how long would it take normally for a traders to become consistently profitable? This is something that many people just don't seem to understand. Why? Because if you pull onto the social media, and I want all of you to just see, if we search forex trading, most of the thing appear on YouTube. As you can see, thumbnail, I turned $11 to 1100. Is this one another more thumbnail and a $10,000 thumbnail? Yeah, it's all this kind of information, like $400 a day, day one, day 5,000. Not sure why LXG keep popping up. And then you see, watch me trade a $1 forex account to $10,000. Because every single video that you watch on YouTube, not all of them, but most of them, is all about thumbnail, is all about money. But realistically, is trading really that easy? It's not. So let's talk about 5 key reasons why majority of traders, they struggle for many years, based on my experience speaking with over 200-300 traders in total. So first thing is, I want all of you to understand this. A good trader is simply a problem solver. Remember this, becoming a good trader is all about solving problems. So today, if you're dealing with overtrading, fix the overtrading aspect. So how can you fix overtrading? So let's talk about fixing overtrading. It could be as simple as having a strict filtering process. That could be the first thing. So if you're someone who always, on a session, let's say you say, oh, I don't see any potential setup today, then bottom kicks in, you take a random trade, you take a loss, you revenge trade, you overtrade, then you need to have a filtering process. So what's a filtering process? So every single day you need to do your game plan. You need to select the best setups of the day and put them onto your watch list and rank them by sequence. Then you say, oh, out of 11 pairs that I trade, 2 pairs that I'm quite interested in taking long or taking short. So what are some of the entry, signal plus trigger? So this is also something that we discuss a lot in our trade club. Second thing is, could be as simple as, the other day, if you watch my channel, I had a video where I talk about where I talk about this trader built a confluence tracker. So this trader realized that he is not so experienced yet and is having difficulty identifying what's a good, what's a bad setup. And to overcome that aspect, he built a confluence tracker. So what is a confluence tracker? It's basically just like a checklist. So every single day before you take your position, you do your checklist. Alright? What's another way to fix overtrading? I'm just going to give you one more example because I don't want to make this video into fixing overtrading. So another example could be as simple as having a grading system. So let's say before you take any setup, you have a strict criteria, you have certain rules in place to rank, to grade the setup quality. So this is B quality, this is C quality, this is A quality. By what? By using a confluence tracker or by having a checklist. So from this simple example here on all of you to understand becoming a good trader is nothing but being a good problem solver. So it goes to the first point, why majority of traders struggle for years. I can hear my baby crying outside, so let's be quick, guys. So first point, traders don't know what they don't know, and this probably refer to newer trader where they are quite fresh in the market, probably in the first or second year. They take losses here and there, they blow accounts, they just don't know what went wrong because they probably look into YouTube like what I say, trading story, a forex trading story, let's say. When you look at forex trading, whatever pops up is a lot about it. Look at all these like P&L, like start with $50. Yeah, you see that, all of the thumbnail, all these stuff. How to start forex trading under 10 minutes. I'm not here trying to criticize this kind of video, but what I'm trying to point out is because the information that you're taking in makes trading look so difficult, and that's why you think, oh, trading is all about, you know, I can master trading in 10 minutes, like one of the videos I just showed you just now. It's not that easy. The key thing is becoming a good trader is about building your edge. How do you build edge? It goes from having an effective risk management to having an entry exit position. It goes to understanding your strategy. It goes to understand the seasonality. It goes to understanding market condition, understanding market context, your skill in, skill out management, so on and so forth. There are so many things. So if let's say today you are just struggling, my biggest advice to you is, if you don't know what you don't know, first focus on fixing things one by one. Don't try to fix everything all at once. Remember, do not try to fix everything all at once. This is a key thing for you to remember, because in order for you to become consistently profitable, for example, some of my trade club traders, they take 3 to 6 months to start seeing some consistency. Why? That's because they first need to reset what they have learned, what they have taken in, what they have absorbed in the past, and they need to restructure, reanalyze, and rebuild. So let's say you're someone who's struggling with overtrading. You should first fix this overtrading aspect, because after you fix this overtrading, you realize you're more disciplined, right? Maybe you have another problem on your risk management. Then you fix your risk management one by one, piece by piece, puzzle by puzzle. You realize slowly you are building consistency. At least you stop losing money. Stop the bleeding first, then think about making money. Just remember this: stop the bleed, then think about making money. The worst thing you can ever do is you have not done anything, you have not solved anything, and you start imagining how much money can I make from trading. These are all daydreaming, is all illusion. If your goal is to become a trader, it's almost like becoming an entrepreneur. Like for me, let's say outside of trading, I also run other businesses. Would I today, let's say I start a bar or a cafe and bar, would I open the restaurant and I start imagining, oh, I want to make $100,000 out of this outlet this month? Is it realistic? No. It depends on how can I create a nice menu to attract people? How can I provide highest quality meal? How can I make sure the operation is running well? How can I make sure my chef is doing well? How can I make sure my chef and my waiters are happy? How can I make sure my shareholders happy, etc.? There's a lot of things going on. So remember, if you don't know what you don't know, that's a problem, right? So fix it one by one. So second point, you could also be someone who know your problem but have not found any solution. So if you're under this category, it's okay. So you just need to apply logical sense into your problem solving. So let's say you realize, oh, most of my winner they run for 3 hours and then reverse to stop me out. So I want all of you, if you're watching this video, ask yourself, why do you think some of the trades run into 2 to 3 hours, then reverse back into your entry or stop loss? This is also another very important question to ask yourself, because most traders, when they see things like this happen, they immediately think it's their exit problem. But no, in our trade club, I always say, if you have problems with your exit, don't immediately think it's your exit problem. It could be your entry. You should first ask, why is there no, remember this, ask yourself, why is there a lack of follow through? Why they run 2-3 hours? Why are they why do they stop running? Is it really my exit? Am I trying to be a perfectionist, like exit at the tip every single time? No, you cannot do it. Becoming a good trader is about embracing giving back profits. It's about embracing and improving your pain threshold. So when there's a lack of follow through, ask yourself, hey, am I entering at a good price position? Where's my entry in relative to the bigger picture level? Maybe I keep chasing the later trend. I keep chasing a parabolic move. Maybe I'm always too late to the party. These are the actual problem why trades run into 2-3 hours and stop running. Because if you study, for example, some of my trade club traders, they used to have similar problem as well. Trades run for 2 hours, goes back, or they always have a very conservative, like 1 to 2 hour TP, static TP system. But why after they join the trade club, they start seeing 5 hour, 8 hour, 10 hour, this kind of bigger runner? Because they embrace their pain threshold, and second thing, they master their technical skill, mastering their entry position. Key thing to remember. Alright, so I won't go too detailed into this because it'll bring up a whole new 1-2 hour lesson. So third thing, don't try to fix everything all at once. Fix them one by one. This is something that I've said on our first point as well. Traders, they keep trying to fix every single thing at one time, at one go. Do you think it's realistic? It's not. Again, it's the same thing. If today you're running a hotel, someone say, your operation is so slow, your front desk is so slow, how can you fix it? There's a lot of things. Maybe your staff has problem, it's not being efficient enough. Maybe your POS system or your front office system is not being efficient, it keeps lagging or whatever reason. Or maybe you have a lack of staff. Maybe you don't have enough front office staff. Maybe you don't have a good manager. So there will be always a lot of one aspect in trading that you are struggling can lead to many different points. So let's say today you're struggling with blowing up account. It could be because of your risk management. It could be due to you just don't have a strategy. You don't have a rigid routine, a rigid criteria. It could link to a lot of micro points. The same thing goes to this. If you try to fix everything all at once, you'll just end up going to just mess up every single thing. So if let's say today you're struggling with revenge trade, find ways to first refrain that aggressiveness of yourself. Then you think about, how can I make sure I make it so mechanical that overtrading will never be a problem anymore? How can I completely just fix it without me always having to remind myself, hey, I cannot overtrade today. I cannot overtrade today. So you need to build a system around it. That's how you fix it. So another thing, increase, I just say low pain threshold. This is also another pain point of retail traders. I'm a retail trader as well, but majority of traders we have such a low pain threshold. Becoming a good trader It's about embracing giving back profits. So let's say today you take a trade. It runs to 2 to 3 hours and you quickly want to move stops to break even or trade your stops. This is also related to fear. Why? Despite most of us here, we have like, let's say we have a 1% risk per trade. We have a stop loss there. Yes. Sorry. That part of you is embracing the 1% risk. But have you ever once asked yourself, sorry, I keep coughing. Have you ever once asked yourself, why every single time when price goes slightly into your favor, you keep having the urge to secure the profit? Question every single thing you do as a trader. This is something that I always emphasize to all of our trade club traders or my mentorship student, which is ranging from the way you set your stop loss, the way you enter the trade, the way you set up your entry signal, your trigger, your price positioning, your trade management. Every single thing that you do has to be questioned. Why? Because sometimes as a trader, because we're used to doing certain trading approach, certain style, it gets to a point where we just stop questioning, is it still valid? Does it still make any logical sense? Pain threshold doesn't just mean, oh, you're not embracing the risk. It's also about when you have a winner, can you embrace the fact that you need to I'm sorry, you will always give back some profits. Why? Because sometimes it goes back to, again, just to share all of it, goes back to a lesson where an advanced topic where I talk with my trade club members just now, where I say a perfectionist cannot become a good trader. The logic behind having an open target. It goes back to this key topic, which is every single time when you see some profit, you just want to lock it in. And sometimes we subconsciously goes to 0.5. Trying to become a perfectionist because you want to catch turning points. When price goes to 3R, you want to make sure you close that 3R. What if today, let's say you go long based on the double bottom, you go long here, price runs up, almost see a TP come all the way back. Why some traders, when they experience a trade like this, they cannot accept it. They start revenge trading, they start over trading, they start over risking, they start doubting the system. Is because your imagination is the market is a beautiful soul, it's perfect. No. There will be trade, it runs to 3R, hit your break even. There will be trades where you almost hit your stop loss and reverse to your TP. There will be trade where it hits your stop loss, reverse to your TP. We call it a fake out. There will be times where it goes to 3R, pull back to your break even, tap you for break even, reverse to 5R. There's a lot of scenario you could possibly or you could not possibly imagine. So if you have a low pain threshold and you keep trying to become a perfectionist, you are not going to become a good trader. I'm sorry to say this, but me, before I step into the trading industry, before into this career 6 years plus ago, I was a perfectionist. Every single thing I have on my table has to be like this, right? If I have a book, right, let's say I have a book like this, I need to make sure it's perfect. When I stack something, it has to be perfect. When I clean the house, it has to be perfect. But very soon you'll realize, if you're trying to become a perfectionist in the financial market, the market will disappoint you. It will give you a big slap and ask you to wake up. Traders who keep trying to become a perfectionist, they try to exit at the tip. You know, when a trade, one of my trade club traders yesterday, we had a one-on-one call, and he say he has a position when it goes to 7R, he pulls back to 5R, he closed at 5R, and he thought that the trade was bad because he gave back 2R of profits. But in reality, I told him to not become a perfectionist. Perfectionism is something you must eliminate, because giving back profits is part of the game. Because giving back profits, that's when you allow the trade to run more, to explore bigger potential. So imagine today you have a trade running for 3 hours. The fact that most of my trade club traders, they have the ability to hold on to the trade and say, hey, if this 3 hours and the price comes back, hit my break even, I'm okay, I accept it. It takes a lot of confidence to start thinking and acting this way. Why? Because that's when you start exploring home run trades, where it goes to 3 hours, you might pull back a lot deeper than you thought, and it go all the way up to 8 hours. And that's when, where price goes to 5 hours, you stop using emotion to judge the situation. Sometimes we are being too predictive. We are not being reactive enough. The right thing to do as a trader is to react, not to predict. Traders who keep trying to predict, they're not a trader. They are a fortune teller. Remember, trader who keeps on predicting are not a trader. They are fortune teller. So don't accidentally try to become a market wizard or a fortune teller. You know, sometimes when a trade goes well, let it run, let it run. Why stop it? If you don't make money on your winner, when are you going to make money? That's also something that I always tell my students, you know, all the traders inside. When you have a profitable position, you need to make sure you hold into it, because the market is telling you, hey, good job, it's shaking your hand. Why do you quit? Sometimes when you see a trade goes to 5-5, you say, it's good enough, it's good enough. No, what if it's a 20-hour trade? Right? It's not telling you to become greedy, but telling you to really react, not predict. And I hope all of you learn from this video, and that's it for the sharing. It's quite a long video, and yeah, hope all of you really learned something new here. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, first thing first, don't become a perfectionist. Second thing, don't become a fortune teller. Third thing, embrace the risk. Increase your pain threshold. We'll talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.